The security camera footage was broadcasted on every major news network. Elon Musk, the world's richest man, stood at the entrance of Ljardan, one of San Francisco's most exclusive restaurants. Dressed in his usual black t-shirt and jeans, he was starkly underdressed compared to the other patrons in formal attire. The maître, Victoria Winters, a tall woman with perfect posture, looked him over and shook her head. "I'm sorry, sir. We have a strict dress code policy, no exceptions." Musk's face remained impassive, but his eyes narrowed slightly as whispers spread. Phones were raised to capture the moment, the billionaire who could buy the entire building being denied service like an ordinary person. This incident, however, would set off a chain of events that would rock not only the restaurant industry, but corporate America as a whole. Before diving into the story, don't forget to comment where you're watching from, and subscribe for more insights on how the elite shape our world. Musk had just finished a marathon meeting at Tesla's Bay Area facility and hadn't eaten all day. The Starship rocket test was scheduled for the next morning, and food delivery would take over an hour, so he drove to Ljardan, known for its quick yet exquisite service. With its 3 Michelin stars and elite clientele, it was the pinnacle of fine dining, often frequented by tech execs and venture capitalists. Ljardan wasn't just any restaurant. It was the epitome of exclusivity, known for enforcing strict standards that reinforced its elite status. The owner, celebrated chef Marguerite Dupont, had recently criticized the new tech billionaires for lacking the cultural refinement of traditional wealth, referring to electric car makers who thought rules didn't apply to them. Musk had long been seen as an outsider in the world of old money, but his success in space, electric vehicles, and social media had earned him his place at the top. However, in this bastion of traditionalism, none of that mattered without the proper attire. Victoria, who had worked at Ljardan for 15 years, had turned away celebrities and powerful business figures alike. She was known for her unwavering commitment to the restaurant's rules. "Perhaps you could try the bistro down the street," she suggested. "They're more accommodating to casual attire." The stakes were clear. It wasn't just about dinner. It was about power, respect, and differing visions of how society should operate. Musk stood motionless, his expression unreadable. Several patrons lowered their glasses to watch the unfolding scene. "I understand," Musk finally said. "Rules are important. May I speak with Miss Dupont?" Victoria hesitated, stating that Dupont was busy. Musk asked her to inform Dupont that he wanted to discuss a business proposition, which she would likely be interested in. The tension in the restaurant grew as Musk turned to leave, walking silently out the door. He then made 3 phone calls, one to his assistant, another to his friend Jack Turner, CEO of Velocity Ventures, and a third to Priya Naran, Tesla's software engineer. Inside, patrons resumed their meals, thinking the moment had passed. But 45 minutes later, Victoria's phone rang again. She was informed that the building was sold. The new owner was Jack Turner, Musk's business ally, and he wanted to discuss changes to the lease. In the kitchen, Dupont was still overseeing the preparation of dishes when Victoria rushed in with the news. Her face froze as she processed the information. Meanwhile, the world was beginning to react. Musk had posted on social media, detailing his experience at Ljardan and how it made him think about access, exclusivity, and outdated societal rules. "Stay tuned for my new restaurant concept, Open Table," he wrote, "where the only reservation requirement is humanity." The post went viral, with thousands of comments and suggestions for locations. Among them, many pointed to Ljardan. The building's new owner, Jack Turner, had just arrived in person, and soon there were reporters gathering outside. The next morning, a press conference was called. Turner, standing outside Ljardan, explained how Musk had experienced exclusion based on superficial criteria. "Rather than fight this instance," he said, "Elon decided to challenge the broader system. This building is now ours, and we will transform it." Musk himself appeared at the press conference, casually dressed in his black t-shirt and jeans. He introduced the concept of Open Table, a restaurant with no dress code, transparent pricing, and a meritocratic reservation system. Reservations would be randomly selected, and the software code would be open-sourced for transparency. Musk clarified that this wasn't about revenge against Dupont. He emphasized that traditional fine dining was about more than food. It was about creating barriers. He extended an offer to Dupont, inviting her to join the Open Table project as a mentor to a new generation of chefs. "Ms. Dupont has 48 hours to consider this offer," Musk said, revealing the formal document. "But Open Table will move forward regardless." The next day, Dupont stepped outside, facing Musk and the cameras. She acknowledged his disruption, and after a brief exchange, she agreed to consider his offer. "Next time, call ahead," she added, with a smile. The handshake was captured by photographers, symbolizing a historic moment that would transform the dining industry. Within 24 hours, Dupont accepted the offer, with one key modification. She would maintain creative control over Ljardan's menu, while developing the new accessible dining concept for Open Table. The restaurant world was shaken. Some chefs criticized Musk's vision, while others embraced it. Within weeks, major changes began to unfold. Several Michelin-starred restaurants eliminated their dress codes, and reservation systems were restructured to allow for fairer access. Open Table launched its first location, offering a rotating lineup of diverse chefs from underrepresented backgrounds. The public response was overwhelming. Musk's model was not only revolutionizing fine dining, but it was also gaining attention for its ability to challenge the status quo. Chef Dupont became a symbol of change, with her transformation from a defender of exclusivity to a champion of accessible excellence. She also co-hosted a new show showcasing emerging chefs. 6 months after the confrontation, Open Table expanded into 12 cities, with plans for more. Musk's vision for disruption continued to evolve, with his next target being industries where outdated systems restricted potential. As he said at MIT's commencement address, "The rules that seem most permanent are often the most arbitrary. The next time someone tells you, 'That's just how things are done,' you've probably found your next opportunity to change the world." Victoria, the maître who had initially turned Musk away, joined the Open Table team, helping create a welcoming atmosphere for all customers, regardless of their appearance. She reflected on her 15 years of saying no based on rules she didn't create. Now she could say yes based on principles she believed in. Musk's ability to turn an embarrassing personal experience into a force for systemic change was a testament to his approach of disruption. And the world was watching, waiting to see which industry he would target next.